Hello, this is Gene. I'm going to do something real quick today. I just watched Superman. I didn't go to the theater. I didn't buy it. I just watched it on Max, and I'm glad I didn't pay to see it. I would have to say it's probably the worst Gunn movie I've watched of all that I've watched. Um, for me, the jokes didn't really land well. A couple of them did. Um, it's just I don't know how to really talk about this really, other than the fact that it was okay. Certainly not something that's going to reboot the franchise to a different place. I think the guy who played Superman was fine, but they basically got a dork to play him, or they wrote it to be a dork type of person. The biggest issue I had with this again was the Lois character. Was she a babe? Yeah. It's just really strange to me, and just bear with me. This woman has been dating Superman for a while. You know, it's been 3 months, I guess, since the last time they did anything. They were together for a while. Clearly, they had sex with each other, um, and she's still, during the movie, she's not really sure that he's the right thing for her. He is one of one. You know what I mean? He is the perfect man, even though he's not really a man. And they went through this whole thing about trying to show him that he's human, and he had to talk about to Lex Luthor at the end, and that's just all this virtual bullshit that we do in Hollywood now to try to show his humanity. Okay, after he saved the world a billion times, then now he's proved himself to her again, right? It's like this is just it's like he was a simp the entire movie. He's in there, I'm going to make this for you, and then she starts questioning him like he's some sort of bad person when he's Superman. And during the whole time, she's known his motivations. He knows he's a good person, that his motivations is always pure. There's no way she wouldn't know that. They were together, clearly intimate. He probably said, "This is how I feel about the world, and this is what my role is supposed to do." And she just goes after him so many fucking times. And I'm like, okay, if she had never met him and she's just a normal reporter, okay. But these people actually had a fucking relationship together. And she still uses this new fucking empowered female bullshit the entire movie. Um, does he ever really even save her at all? I don't think he does. He saves everybody else. And of course, she, somehow can fly that thing because it's really easy to do, right? And these little reporters at the end of the movie are like that they did something by being on that thing while they're reporting it. And then I'm like, why are they even there? It's like, what? They did nothing other than report it. They could have done that where they were. They could have done it somewhere else. But they had to show that she can actually fly this thing. Now, it still got to this whole, like, almost different parallel universes. Not really, but, black holes and all that stuff. They couldn't have a normal origin story. Again, we've known it many times, right? And again, I have no problem with the guy that they got for him. I think he could be somewhat useful in that role. I don't like the fact that he's been defending the world for 3 years, done all this shit, and right away everybody just turns against him. And she doesn't really help it. She basically says, well, you see what they on social media about you? And then he's supposed to be above all that. And she doesn't, why would she not say, dear, I know that probably bothers you because you've done all this stuff and there's still people doing that. It's like they don't know each other. It's like, she's like, well, I saw you doing it and you're looking on the phone and you're seeing it. How is that being a good partner? I just don't understand why he's even with her, to be honest. I had no really issue with when Supergirl came and the dog went over to her. I don't understand why she called her, I guess it's his cousin, a bitch. Why do you call a man a bitch? I don't get that. And it seemed like they made some of the other characters more stronger than Superman. But it's not like he just became Superman. He's been doing this for at least 3 years. His power should have been at its peak. He should be destroying everybody. There shouldn't be just because they're sitting there on a fucking computer and we'll do this and we'll figure out how. It's like we're playing a video game like UFC or something, and I have to use these different types of things to knock them out. I mean, it was absolutely stupid. I mean, again, the actors were fine. I thought the guy who played Lex Luthor was okay. I think, again, the script was shit. I think that's what that really hurts the movie overall. He's Superman. I want him to be, brave and putting all that out there. And it could be corny. Superman can be corny. But it doesn't work with James Gunn's type of humor. It just doesn't. Now, they probably made enough to have another movie, but God help me, don't have that same actress to be Lois Lane. First of all, she's a mid. She's not a good-looking woman. I'm sorry, she's a mid. She's just not even remotely. Why would he even be attracted to her? It makes no sense. Why would anybody in the entire fucking place, he finds somebody at work? Now, that's kind of like a Norman thing to do, but she's clearly been with him for a while and still has the temerity to say shit to him like that when he is clearly the most powerful person on earth. She is the top. The idea, it's like, what's next? Who are you going to go with after Superman? You don't think that Superman would just obviously destroy her in bed? I mean, who else would she go out with? And she's still like, I don't really know if I like him. And she has to wait till after she saves everything. Then he says, I love you. She says, I love you. This is just absolute bullshit. I gave it a passing grade because there's enough visuals to it. And I like the dog in it. I like seeing Supergirl at the end of that. And I like where they're going with that. It's just going to be like this teenage, woman that's going to go out and try to just, have fun wherever she is around different kind of galaxies. And then we're going to have to try to somehow rein her in to be something that's useful. That's fine to see. But I don't want to see them now if she comes back in the next movie that he's just going to be a side character, or they're just continually just look at him like he's just stupid because he's a man. We have enough of that. The last 30 years, we've seen this in media. That needs to fucking stop, okay? The dog doesn't even listen to him. But anyway, but then again, I gave it a passing grade. I give it a 3 out of 5. So if I was actually doing Rotten Tomatoes, I'll give it it was okay. But I have to say this. It's 2 hours long, and it felt it. And a Superman movie shouldn't feel that way. You can't have all the different side characters in this thing, and it's great that they have them, but they can come later, right? And again, you don't have to be an origin story, but you definitely have to do something else. And again, James Gunn, he has his personal problematic bullshit that he has, but this was not a good effort from him. To me, it was his worst ever, quote unquote, super heroes type movie. I like Guardians of the Galaxy, especially the first two. So anyway, I'll leave it with that. Again, I gave it a thumbs up, but I understand why it didn't really do that great at the Hoff. I mean, you're talking about an IP that you clearly get $1 billion every time it goes out. Venom got $1 billion twice. So, and Venom is not at the same level as Superman when we talk about superheroes. And also, Joker got $1 billion. And I don't know if the Batman's got to $1 billion, but they got really close. They should have. I get they made it more cartoony and all that, and dorky. But at some point, he has to stand up as himself, and maybe. I mean, I kind of see that at the end, maybe, but it's like 5 years too late with this. It just is. This empowered female bullshit that she's gonna tell him what he should do, even though they've been together all this fucking time, and she should know his fucking motivation. If you don't understand it by now, why are you with him? And then you have to wait till he saves everybody. Then you're like, now I love you. Okay, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.